What if I told you that one of the most powerful secrets to modern leadership is actually hidden inside a 200-year-old military command? We're going to unpack a single order from a young Napoleon Bonaparte that, honestly, could completely change the way you lead your team.
So let's set the scene. The year is 1795. It's October, and Paris is just pure chaos. The French Revolution is teetering on a knife's edge, and the streets are about to explode into a full-blown civil war. This is the incredibly high-stakes backdrop for our story.
And right in the middle of all this chaos is a young, really ambitious general. In his own words, he knew this was it. This was the moment that would either make or break him. His entire future, his destiny, it was all hanging in the balance on this one single day.
Now, just look at these numbers. Seriously. The situation looks completely hopeless. On one side, you've got 40,000 armed royalists who are ready to overthrow the entire government. And on the other side, Napoleon has just 5,000 soldiers. That's an 8-to-1 disadvantage. The odds are just impossibly stacked against him.
But Napoleon, he saw something that the numbers didn't really show. He saw that this massive royalist force was basically a disorganized mob. His soldiers, though, even though there were fewer of them, they were disciplined professionals. He realized this fight wasn't going to be won on numbers. It was going to be won on strategy and on structure.
So this was the moment of truth. Any hesitation could be absolutely fatal. And it brings us to the command that would literally echo through history, the Storm Order. That's it. That's the whole order. Just 5 words. He calls over his best cavalry officer, a guy named Joachim Murat, and gives him this simple, direct, and incredibly powerful order. Charge them like a storm.
Now, what's really fascinating here is what Napoleon didn't say. Think about it. He didn't tell Murat how to do his job. He didn't specify where to attack, or how many troops to take, or the exact path to use. He just gave the objective, the what, and he left the how completely up to his trusted officer.
So, what happened next? Well, the result of this incredible trust was a swift and unbelievably decisive victory.
In just a few hours, the rebellion was completely crushed, the city was secured, and for his decisive action, Napoleon Bonaparte was promoted to general at the incredibly young age of 24. This one event basically launched his entire legendary career.
But, more important than the promotion was the lesson that Napoleon himself learned that day. He reflected on it and realized that true strength in leadership isn't about control or doing everything yourself. No, it's about empowering the right people and then just trusting them to get it done. He won because he didn't micromanage. It's an amazing story for sure, but how does an 18th century battle apply to, your next project meeting? Let's translate this from the battlefield right into the boardroom.
What Napoleon did back then actually has a name in modern management theory. It's called mission command, and it's a philosophy built entirely on empowering your team. You define the mission, the what, and you give them the autonomy to figure out the how.
And this table just lays it all out perfectly. Charge them like a storm. That's a crystal clear vision and mission. Not telling Murat how to do it, that is the definition of avoiding micromanagement. Choosing Murat in the first place, that's putting the right person on the right task. And the sheer speed of it all was about adapting to change faster than the enemy.
So we can actually boil this whole philosophy down into 3 actionable lessons that you can start using today. Let's call them the 3 pillars of command.
All right, number 1, define the objective, not the process. Say what, not how. When you give your team the end goal and then you let them forge the path to get there, you unlock their creativity, their sense of ownership. They become way more invested, and believe me, things get done a whole lot faster.
The second pillar is the foundation for absolutely everything. It's trust. Napoleon trusted Murat's abilities completely. See, if you don't trust your team, you're inevitably going to start to micromanage, and micromanagement is the fastest way I know to just kill morale, creativity, and any hope of innovation.
And the third pillar is all about speed. Napoleon famously said, "I can forgive lost time, but I cannot forgive lost opportunity." In today's market, moving faster than your competitor is often a way bigger advantage than having more resources. Hesitation is deadly.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Let's bring it all together as a kind of final charge, a set of orders for you as a leader.
This is Napoleon's lesson, adapted for right now. Your job isn't to control every single step. It's to equip your team. So give them a clear goal. give them the right tools, and give them your complete trust. And then, get out of the way and let them charge.
And that leaves us with one final, and I think kind of provocative question. Think about your biggest project right now, your most important goal. You have the team. The question is, are you brave enough to give them the storm order? Will you let them charge?